Hello, friends. Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 26. Welcome back to the Montreal Rogues. Apologies for the hiatus if you're watching live as these come out. It's been sort of crazy with work and life, but looking forward to get back into making more Out of the Park baseball content, especially as the playoffs here in 2025 are picking up. And yeah, we are here. It is just before the trade deadline is July 28th, and we are still obviously not doing great. We are 9 games behind or under 500. We are really far down in the wild card standings in terms of the amount of teams, but we're only 3.5 games back, which is crazy. That currently the wild card is like all teams who are under 500 at the moment. So we're here with a chance, but obviously our competition is very stiff. A lot of parity in this league right now. I just don't think that we're really going to have much of a chance to get there. If we can get there with the guys that we have, or if we get a great deal, we are more likely to be sellers than buyers. But we'll see. We're going to play these 4 games here against the Red Sox, and we'll see where we are. Especially if we win a couple of these, maybe I'll change my mind on the deadline itself. But let's just jump right in here. I believe that our starting lineup is more than good enough. We have Christian Scott pitching for us. He had a good debut for us. 7 innings. Well, yeah, 7 innings. I guess not amazing, but he went 7 innings, but gave up seemingly 4 runs or something like that. But yeah, this lineup is fine against lefties. I think I'm not too worried about it. So why don't we just jump right in? And now Drew Farreau is on second base with 1 out. Aiden Smith batting right-handed against Reagans, and that is going to get into center field. That could score a run. It looked like he was running from the get-go, and yes. Farreau scores from second. Smith had a single, but advanced to second on the throw. And now Junior Caminero is up in the same situation, and he is going to get it past the shortstop as well. That's going to score another run for us here, as we are quickly up 2-0 on the Red Sox. And Caminero Merrill now on base, still the first and only 1 out. And that's a walk on the full count, so not a good inning for Reagans. He has already thrown 20 pitches and has only gotten 1 out, allowed 2 runs. 2 earned runs, that is, not even an error. And that's another walk. That'll walk in a run here. Really tough inning to start here for Reagans. Would love to get to their bullpen early in this series. Another full count, and that is going to fall. That's going to be another run on the base hit by Medina. Reimer Medina stands on first base. Bob Allen, the 9-hitter, with a chance to blow this game completely open, facing his preferred lefties, and that's going to be a double play. That'll end the inning, unfortunately. But we score 4 runs. We bat around almost, or all 9 guys get to the plate, and we're up 4-0 early here. Bottom of the third here, Jackson Merrill's on second base. Braden Taylor hit a home run in the bottom of the second, but that was the only run. Jose Ramirez is up now, and Reagans is out of this game. I just noticed. There's a righty on the mound. He's thrown 7 pitches, so he got 2 outs in the second, it looks like. So if we can go check the box score, why don't we? And yeah, Reagans only went 1/3 inning, only got 4 outs on 42 pitches, and he was injured, it seems. I see that now. He's got a dead arm, so they took him out because he was injured, not because of his performance, although his performance was quite bad. That should score a run for us here, as Merrill tags from third. Productive out for us there by Ramirez. First and third here for Scott in the top of the 7th. No earned runs yet. He has 8 strikeouts so far through the first 6+ innings. But we're going to see if he can get out of this inning. We have a reliever warming up in case we need him. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it, I think, for Scott. That's going to score. Should be 2 runs. Nope, just the 1 run scored. The guy did not score from first. But that's the first earned run for Christian Scott. 92 pitches. Weston is still not quite ready. He's going to get just the next 2 batters, but I don't expect he's going to be able to get out of this inning now, especially with the walk there on 4 pitches. Weston is almost ready. Just going to face Clase here. And he possibly gets him into the double play. He goes home, so prevents the run, but the runner is safe at third. So a good way to get out of the second out there without scoring the run. 104 pitches, that'll do. Nice job today, Christian Scott. Let's see if Weston can get us out of this inning. And I thought he was going to, but it is a ball and almost a wild pitch. So this inning is not over. And that should do it. Merrill comes forward, makes the catch. Very solid outing from Christian Scott. We really needed that, as they are really emptying the bullpen here in this first game of the series. This one ended up being a total rout for us. We ended up only having to use the one reliever. Cameron Weston came in through 34 pitches, got 7 outs without allowing a run, and we ended up winning 10-1. And so a good start for us. We are now maybe a little bit closer to the wild card spot, but we'll see when we get out of here what the other results were around the league. Quick sellers trade here. I forgot that it's been a while since I've played this. I forgot that I submitted this trade proposal to the Angels. Corbin Burns and Walker Jenkins, who really has not been very good for us this year. We got him on waivers earlier during, right at the end of spring training. He just hasn't had much of a place for us, and he's only on the 1-year deal anyway, so we're happy to get rid of him. As well as Corbin Burns, who has had a good season, but is going to be a free agent, and we just don't really need him. And in return, we are going to be getting a potential pitcher of the future for us. Chris McCarthy is a 24-year-old right-handed pitcher on minimum money, at least for another couple of years, which is very notable. Is right now currently pretty good, definitely good enough to be in our rotation, but has a lot of potential, especially in the pitch potential, pitch stuff. Has some room to grow with movement. His control is fine. He has a 4th pitch. It's not very good. But, I think this is more than a fair trade for us. Definitely want a young, cheap pitcher going into next season, especially if he could potentially grow into an even better pitcher. So we are going to complete this trade. Sorry, Corbin Burns. Thanks for your service. And this actually means that Chris McCarthy is slotting into our rotation to pitch today. Corbin Burns was actually the one who was slated to pitch today. Thank goodness Chris McCarthy is rested and ready to go. Has not had an amazing season. Maybe with our very good defense behind him, he'll have a better time of it. And we'll see. We're facing another lefty. This time it's Garrett Crochet, who has not been having an amazing season by his very lofty standards, especially in this save. But this worked for us yesterday. This was a very solid lineup for us, so we're gonna run it back. Also, as a result of trading away Walker Jenkins, we needed to get another outfielder back on the team, and we have brought up Raimel Medina to play alongside Reimer Medina. He's not playing in this game at the moment, but he is available off the bench. Early danger here again for us. 1 out, 2 men on. Junior Caminero up facing a lefty. And they try the double steal. They get the lead man trying to steal third. Not ideal. So now it's 2 outs, man on second base. Let's see if Caminero can get anything done here. That probably will not be an out. Yes, it is an out, I should say. So no runs here in the first. Another 2 men on base here in the second. That's going to be a strikeout for Burres. Reimer Medina up now with 1 out. And that's going to be at least 1 run. It should be at least. Ripped it into right field. Went the opposite field. Looks like Merrill scored from second. And we take the lead here again early. Now Bob Allen. We know he loves hitting lefties, and he absolutely rips that into deep center field. Not going to be a home run, but should score 2 runs here. That was a no-doubter. No doubt base hit. The runners were running on contact, and we have a 3-0 lead now. And still the chance for more here as Taylor lines out to the right fielder, and now Drew Farreau is up batting from the right side, and that should do it. Going to be a ground out to the shortstop. The 6-3 ends the inning. Another 2 men on base, first and second here for Ramirez with 1 out. So we are really getting guys on base. We definitely deserve to be ahead in this game, even if we don't capitalize here. Barres is up again. He struck out last time. He is not going to strike out this time. An RBI single for Barres. He'll advance to second on the throw. Now we have 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs for Reimer Medina. And that should end the inning. But we did score a run, so we take that. All right, top of the 6th. They scored a couple of runs in the 5th off of McCarthy. Now Luke Little is in here in the 6th and is in some trouble. So the tying run is at the plate. We have another guy warming up, but Little, I'd like him to get at least the next 2 outs, even if he... Oh, and that... They tried to throw down to first. The ball got away. Looks like it was a throwing error on Allen. Not ideal. So the run scores. We don't get the out, and the runner advances to second base as well. And that's going to be another run for them. They have pulled within 1 here. Luke Little came in and only got 1 out, allowed 2 runs. It's a couple of lefties again. Let's just see if we can salvage something here from this. Of course not. It's another wild pitch. Didn't see if that was mostly on the pitcher, and it's another walk. So Wright is ready. He's coming in right now. That's fine. Let's see if we can save ourselves here, and if Wright does well, he can definitely stay in for the next inning. Unfortunately, that's going to be another base hit for them. It's not going to score the run, but it does load the bases with only 1 out. 1-2, and we get the second out looking. That's a huge strikeout for us. Jamie Wright now facing the top of the order. Christian Campbell. He's only thrown 9 pitches, so if we can get out of this right here, it's going to be give him a chance to come back out, and he will. So we still have the lead, just barely. Jamie Wright not doing himself any favors here. The first 2 men have reached in the 7th. Now facing Colby Turner. Gets him to strike out, so that's very good. I haven't decided which one of these guys I want to come in, but Jamie Wright now has a chance to extend his outing by getting an out right here, and he's not going to. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Loads the bases. The lefties are coming up. I'm going to bring in Jandry to face Gavin Lux. We'll sit down Yeen. And that's going to be he's going to walk the run in with 4 pitches, the tying run. He comes in and throws 4 straight balls. Let's see if he can get his control dialed in. Gets the second out on the strikeout. Now facing the switch hitter, Clase. And that could potentially end the inning, and it will. Good play by Caminero to keep the ball in the infield. Tosses it to second for the 3rd out, but this game is tied. Bottom of the 9th here, they bring in a righty. Bob Allen is going to hit, and we'll pinch run for him if he gets on base. And he does get on base. Not only that, he should get to second base as he rips it into left center. The ball runs all the way to the wall. Bob Allen has done his job in this game, giving us a chance to win. Man on second with nobody out. And the lineup turns over as well. So let's get Braden Martin on second base. Braden Taylor, the DH, now with a chance to win it for us here on a base hit. Works a 2-2 count. And he goes down swinging. So not ideal. What's Furrow doing? He's 0 for 4 today, but I don't really have an infielder I can bring in his place. And he is also going to go down swinging. Now it's Aiden Smith. He is 0 for 3 as well. Medina has the reverse splits against righties, at least for power. We'll give him a chance. Why not? We'll make something. We're just going to make a change here. Raimel Medina comes in with 2 outs. He's had some magic moments for us in the past. Let's see if he can win us this game. And he doesn't look like he's going to. The grounder to third base, across to first for the out. And we're going to the 10th. I'm going to leave Carballo up for now. We'll get DeWalt warming up, as well as Mason Miller. Carballo has just had a very good outing. He's thrown a lot of pitches, but he's got a decent amount of... He's got enough stamina. He can make it work. That... how fast? Murrieta is not that fast, so we need to keep Medina, I think, there. And then we can bring Murrieta in for... yeah, we can do... No, Murrieta's got to come in. I don't want him to hit. So let's do you there. You're going to play catcher, obviously. Right field. Left field for Braden Martin. Okay. As Antonio Anderson stands on second base as their ghost runner. He pops it straight up. Murrieta is under it. Catches the ball. 1 out. Huge first out for us here. Carballo still going. Let's see. And he gets him swinging on his 30th pitch. Sorry, 33rd pitch. One more batter here. Facing Clase. Works the 0-2. An absolutely incredible performance. An extended relief performance by Miguel Carballo. Absolutely giving us a chance to win here, as Chris Fenster is up first against the righty Ham, who pitched very well in the 9th. And they're going to walk him. That absolutely makes sense. But Merrill is 2 for 4 today. He's no slouch. So let's see if we can get something happen here. And that's just going to be an out. Will the runner advance? He is not going to tag. Just not quite fast enough. As Jose Ramirez is up next. And he is going to rip it into right field. I think the runner had to hesitate, so I don't think he's coming home. He is coming home. And he makes a critical base running mistake, making the second out at home. Absolutely devastating for us. No reason to do that. But we are... so we still have a chance to hear Drew Barres is going to hit with 2 outs. I should have warmed up the next pitcher. But, yeah, that's going to be that. We're going to the 11th now. I need to see if hopefully one of those pitchers is still warm enough to come in. Yeah, Mason Miller's still listed as ready, so he can come in right here. Gets the first out via the strikeout. Christian Campbell up next, a full count. That ball is going to land, and he was running the whole way. Can Taylor whip it in home and get him at home? And he was safe. So they get the first run of extra innings. Another strikeout there. Now facing Casas. The 0-2, and he gets him swinging as well on the check swing. So now we don't have as clean of a chance here. We do have to get 1 run to keep the game going. Reimer Medina is up. 2-1 pitch. He bunts, but it goes foul seemingly. Then works the full count and grounds out to the third baseman. The runner cannot advance. Not ideal, but Braden Martin, a very good hitter with a chance. Let's see if we can get out of this. Okay, so the runner does advance this time, but the second out isn't going to means it might not mean much. We do need a hit or a wild pitch or something crazy to happen here. Jaden Ham having an excellent outing here. I mean, he's basically a starter. He has 15 stamina. He's listed as their closer. That's crazy. All right, Braden. Last chance here, and he is going to ground out to the first baseman. Takes it to the back himself, and the Red Sox end up taking this one. We don't score a single run after the 4th inning, and we fall 6-5. Third match up here against the Red Sox in the 4-game series. We have Jason DeCaro on the mound, who's been pitching very well for us this year. We are going to have Fenster at second base because Furrow is tired, and Jose Ramirez is going to play first for us. But I'm actually realizing that Fenster probably could have played, or Ramirez could have DH'd, and we could have had Braden Taylor play second base. Would have been the better decision here, but too late. All right, first and second once again in the bottom of the first. Feels like that's happening a lot to us. Caminero is not able to make anything happen. Pops out into left field. Jackson Merrill up next, and he lines it straight to the first baseman. 2 hits, no runs for us. And they have a man on second with 1 out in the second. And that is going to fall for a double, most likely. Doesn't quite get to the wall, but that should be extra bases, as the run is going to score. So Boston takes the lead here early. Christian Campbell had to come in to run for Meyer after he was injured, it seems. DeCaro gets the second out, and he's going to get the third out as well, assuming that Merrill can get under this and catch it. So just the 1 run here, not the end of the world for us. Man on third with 2 outs now. DeCaro's having a really nice outing otherwise, but we think let's see if he can get out of it. 0-2 pitch is grounded to the second baseman. Over to J-Ram for the third out. So still 1-0 here through 6. First and second here, 1 out. Junior Caminero is up. I really should not be persisting with him at the cleanup spot. He is just not hitting very well this year. 205 on the year. He makes it to first there on the fielder's choice. Jackson Merrill is up now. Needs a hit, and he is not going to get it. So we are still here in going into the 7th, just down the 1 run. All right, once again, first and second, bringing in their new pitcher, Dollard, facing Bob Allen. It's a couple of fast guys on base. Bob Allen is going to ground out. They go to first with it. He is very slow, but the runners do advance to second and third. So now the lineup turns over. Braden Taylor, we need him to deliver here. We are running out of chances. 2-2 count, and he goes down swinging again. So we strand another couple of base runners, and it is still 1-0. In the top of the 8th, Ronaldo Yeen gave up a solo home run, it seems. So now we are down 2 instead of just the 1. We can go pit batter by batter here in case I decide I want to make any changes. On the first pitch of the inning, Braden Martin grounds out. And then they bring in the lefty to face Fenster, of course. That's going to be fine, I think. I don't mind keeping him in here, as he does deliver, gets a single here. So now the tying run is up to bat against the lefty, Junior Caminero. Although, of course, we don't have much faith in him these days. And, of course, he grounds into not a double play, but another fielder's choice. So we still are alive here in this inning. And Jackson Merrill gets it into left field. That is going to not score any runs, of course, but gets Caminero to third with 2 outs. Jose Ramirez facing the righty. I am instead going to bring on Medina, I think. And then we can move Fenster to first base. Raimel Medina works the full count. The runner will be going, and he is going to score the first run for us of this game. A clutch 2-out single, pinch hit single. And we are still alive here facing the lefty. Aiden Smith is supposed to be good against lefties. Let's see if we can tie this ball game up. He is not going to, but we get one back. We're in with a chance. We just have to hold him here in the 9th, and then we'll give ourselves a chance in the bottom of the 9th. Made it to the bottom of the 9th. DeWalt got us through the top of the inning cleanly. Now Reimer Medina is up facing Brandon Woodruff, the righty. I think I'm good to leave him, to keep him in. He's got a hit today, and he's fast, and he's going to get walked on 4 pitches, it seems, unless this is unless something crazy happens here. That'll be our tying run on first base. He plays shortstop, so I can't really get him in. Bob Allen is 0 for 3 today, but I think he's still a better hitter than Drew Burress. So if he gets on base, maybe we'll pinch run him, but we're going to give him a chance to hit. He works the full count against the righty, and he rips it into right field, unfortunately straight into the glove of Jesus Sanchez. Braden Taylor up now. He is 1 for 3 today. He had that big strikeout earlier that we saw, and on the 0-2 pitch, he is hit. So that moves the winning run to first base with speed, and Reimer Medina, the tying run, is at second base. Braden Martin up now, 1 for 4 today. Full count, and he spits on it. He draws a huge walk. Now the tying run is at third base with only 1 out. At this point, it's time to start warming up Cameron Weston. I think Chris Fenster could win us the game right here. He definitely has it in his bat, facing a righty who just does not have it. Unfortunately, he is going to ground out. They get the lead run, unfortunately. Just that one. So now it's up to Junior Caminero to extend this game. The first pitch he sees could be the decisive one here, and he pops up. The shortstop's coming in to get it, makes the catch, and that does it for us here. We have the chance to tie. We load the bases in the 9th, and we do not cash in, and this one ends with a score of 2-1. Another quick update here. I guess at some point before I took my little break, I offered Jackson Merrill a $100 million contract. He is having a really good season for us this year. I think he's well worth $20 million a year to play above average center field with a decent enough bat and speed. He's a very popular guy to have around. He's fragile, but he hasn't had really any injuries since his big one where he missed like all of last year. But we also have a couple of opt-outs. If it goes really bad, we only have to pay him for 3 more years. And he is still a really, really good center fielder. And can fill in. I always forget that he can fill in sort of in the infield, and I like having him around. He's a good guy to have on the team. Everyone really likes him. So welcome back to the team, of course, and we're looking forward to having you into the future, Jackson Merrill. And now it is also the trade deadline. We do have a game today, but. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I have any other deals that I feel like I want to make. Let's see. Let's go back up to our organization. I don't think any of these guys I really feel like I need front office personnel or salaries. Braden Taylor, I can't really trade him. We want to keep him around for sure. Not going to shop him around at the very least. Not much interest in Luke Little or Iriarte. They're both on the trading block, I believe. Let's see. Nope. Nobody wants him, at least not on his own. And that's really the only we're not really saving much money by trading any of these guys away. And McClanahan is unable to be traded because he is still injured forever, right? Yeah, he is. We're stuck with him until at least the end of this season. But let's see if we get any offers, any interesting offers. Doesn't seem like it. We made our big deal to get rid of Corbin Burns. That was all we really needed to do. I'm totally fine with how our team is right now, but we are tired going into this game. Let's see. Ramirez to third, and then it's all outfielders, really, or it's a bunch of outfielders. Let's get Barres. You can play center. Medina can play right. Braden Martin can play left. And I think that Medina is just going to stick at shortstop for this game, unfortunately. But we have Michael Hernandez pitching. Not been an awesome season for him. I mean, it's pretty much fine. Been better of late, for sure. I still like him. He's still got potential. Not really sure. But let's just get right into this game, see if we can even up the series. Leadoff double for Braden Martin in the bottom of the first. And that could advance the runner at the very least. Let's see if he tries to go to third. He does not. On the fly out for Martin. Fenster up now. And he continues his excellent season with a RBI double straight over the head of the center fielder. Hitting over 300 still as we almost tick over into September. Hitting 305. Only 21 home runs, but on pace here for a 5-WAR season. Very solid from him. Our first baseman of the future, of course. Jose Ramirez batting cleanup for us today, as Caminero was tired. Advances the runner, but is thrown out at first. And now it's up to Barres in this inning, and he goes down swinging. So just the one run, but we get off to an early lead here. First and second for them with nobody out. We get the first out via the strikeout. Fernandez is, and might get out of it here also. Gets the double play. So a little bit of danger, but gets out of it really quickly. Basically got 3 outs on 3 pitches to end the inning. First and second again for Hernandez with nobody out, and this time instead of getting out of it, he is going to load the bases. He just allowed his first hit of the game as well, but he does have 4 walks, unfortunately. So that's been a bit of an issue for him as Akil Baddoo is batting. Gets him to pop out. Might be deep enough to send the runner. And he does not go. Jesus Sanchez stays at third base. So now we have a chance to end this one right here on a double play. 90 pitches for Hernandez, which means we definitely need to warm somebody else up. Let's get Weston warming up. All those walks are really starting to get him. But he gets the strikeout here. 94 pitches, 2 outs. This will almost definitely be Hernandez's last batter. Facing Clase, who is leading off for them today. He is, 0 for 2 so far today. And let's see if we can get out of this one. And he does. We Noble Tiger them. They load the bases with no outs, and we get out of the inning without allowing a run. So now it's us who are up 1-0 through 5. And we have a chance to extend our lead here in the bottom of this inning. First and second, nobody out for Braden Taylor. Facing the righty. Not sure if this is still their starting pitcher. If it is, it won't be for long, as that's another base hit for us. We have now loaded the bases with nobody out. Let's see if we can do better than they did. Braden Martin is going to drive in at least 1 run, maybe 2. The runners were running on contact, and we extend our lead to 2-0, and the bases are still loaded with nobody out, as Murrieta wisely stayed at first base. 2-0 pitch now to Fenster, and he's going to drop that one into left field. That's another base hit for us. Just keep piling it on, boys. Jose Ramirez up next. 2-2 pitch. Going to be an out, but it is also going to score the run, and it's going to advance the runner to third base. So another sac fly opportunity here as well. Drew Barres up now. We are up 4-0. And that, forget the sac fly. That is an absolute missile into left field, off the wall. Definitely extra bases, could score both runs, and it does. So we have a 5-run inning so far. Still only 1 out as Farreau is batting. And they bring in another pitcher. And that's another hit. The inning continues. The hit party continues. Now 1st and 3rd with 1 out. As Medina is up against Belgrave. Raimel Medina, the outfielder, of course. That one gets down as well. Another run for us. And this will be the 10th batter of the inning already, I believe. Medina started us off in this inning. And he is going to potentially hit into a double play. No, just the fielder's choice. So still 1st and 3rd. 2 outs. Murrieta is up. And he pops out this time. Maybe I could have subbed in Bob Allen there, but he also deserves a day off. I think he started all 3 of the other games so far this series, as Michael Hernandez is going to come out of this game. I forgot to warm up Weston again. In that long inning, he is back down to being cold, but we'll get him in anyway, and we'll warm up someone behind him in case he needs it. And not having Cameron Weston properly warmed up has become an issue. The first 2 men of the inning have reached base. Of course, we still have the 7-run lead, but we definitely don't want to let that get away, as I thought that was going to be a strikeout, but instead it's a wild pitch, and the run does score. And that's a walk. Yeah, not ideal for us. Poor bullpen management from me. I just completely forgot about having him warmed up again, as Cameron Weston has come in and given up 2 runs without recording an out. Definitely my fault. We're going to give him one more batter, even though Jamie Wright is ready. He's only thrown 16 pitches, and he does get at least 1 out, and that's good enough for me. Thank you, Cameron. Sorry for the poor management on my end. But now it is 7-2. First pitch he throws. He almost gets the out, forces the ground ball. Unfortunately, there is an error on the play, and the bases are loaded. It looks like a throwing error for Ramirez. So Jamie Wright now in a little bit more trouble. That's not his fault. Gets the ground ball, throws home, throws to first, and gets the double play to get out of the inning. So just the 2 runs from Weston. The error does not come back to bite us, and we are still up by 5 runs here in the 6th. Sorry for the jump cut here, but it turns out I had nothing to worry about. We came back out, scored another 7 runs, and we ended up winning this one 14-3. Didn't make a single sub on the defensive side or the lineup. Wright and Jandry ended up being able to get us through the rest of that game. As we even the series, on the last day of July, we take 2 out of 4 from the Red Sox by winning this one 14-3. And now as we tick over into August, we can take a look at some of our player development. Looks like Josiah Romeo, who has been okay for us. I mean, I guess he's been pretty solid for us. He still has a lot of potential. I still believe in him a decent amount, I suppose. Is now up to a 3.5-star potential. His velocity has improved and his stuff went up as a result. Let's see if any of our prospects are getting any gains here. Not that I'm noticing. Okay, Rudy Hauk has improved his power and his defense at first base, playing here in Class A. Not hitting super well, mostly probably down to his avoid Ks. I mean, he's good enough for this level in the Carolina League, but I mean, he's developing enough. Not the end of the world there. He's still happy enough, right? Yeah, his morale is fine. The team kind of sucks, but that's kind of my fault, I suppose. And that looks like it's about it in terms of our big prospects. Why don't we go to player development here? We can take a look at like Gustavo Rubio not having an amazing season in AAA. A lot of that is because he's mad and he wants to be playing in the majors. He is almost ready. I think, like, yeah. I mean, I don't, unless we have injuries, I don't really want to bring him up for this season, but we might do it just because he's mad. We might just want to see him at the end of this year, maybe give him a couple of starts. How's Chacon doing? Cole. Ricky Sato has actually become a very solid looking prospect as well. He's having an even better season here in AAA. Again, a lot of room to work with here. I love the knuckle curve. Him and Gustavo Rubio have a very good chance of being in our opening day rotation if we go with like a 6-man or something like that. I'm not really sure. Our pitching is kind of up in the air because we have some guys who are way overpaid who might not be able to be traded before we get to the point where we can, we have to make that decision. But yeah, with that, we can go take a look at the standings. We are still, we're 4 games back now, so 2-2 was not very good result for us. We are down here towards the bottom of the records. We'll probably end up with a lottery spot in the draft next year. We're just gonna move forward in this season and try to get to the end. I'm not really sure. I think I might just come back, especially if we don't go on any sort of winning streak for the end of the season and the playoffs and the start of the off season at this point. But we'll see what I'm feeling like in the next video. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the hiatus. Happy to be back. The schedule is going to change a little bit as I look forward to the release of Football Manager 26. Within the next month, we're going to start having videos on that 4 times a week, and then we'll just do, I think, one update video on Fridays for the Rogues. We'll do a series, a review of where we did what we did, and then we'll play a series, especially this year, that we're most likely not going to make the playoffs. Looking forward into next season. I do want to keep this series going through the off season before the next game comes out. See how far we can get before we start a new series with Out of the Park Baseball 27. But yep, with that, I will leave you here. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you can, what you're enjoying about this. What you think I should do with this team and some of these players, anything that you think I could be doing better. Would enjoy the feedback, see what you would do if you were in my shoes here with the Montreal Rogues, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.